haven't had enough of my power.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. With this is Skirk's homeland. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the... It was a spaceship. When it arrived, Skirk's parents, her relatives, no one had any idea of what was to come. Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when countless people cried out to her for help, people she knew and loved, their lives were discarded like worthless trash. As the fire... If Sertology hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And then... because she and her people were... As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet, for that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential... Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they... If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Skirk is waiting over there. Let's go to her. It's time to...
So all this, just so you could bring him here.
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps, all those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past self. I am who you used to be. Someone you have
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place.
Even so, learning from the mistakes, strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses.
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. I've shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold.
That is the problem. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly... Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back.
That isn't what we need.
Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength...
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the...
And look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity. And in doing so, you... Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt.
And you think that means I should seek help from a
Thank you for saying that. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong, but what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, Mine is there too. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire.
Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we...
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many...
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song, and I am not the dancing water. And you are not the burdensome sand. I should be thanking you.
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, that's why, after hearing his answer, an idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would... But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, yes. And not just because of the gap in our ability. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved... I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder... if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me, maybe that means I do live in eternal fear. Just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready. Help me?
Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds. You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight.
Okay. So, but whatever. Paimon brought back
Alright, it's about time.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power, the good news is, we have no reason to pull our punch.
Try and stop me!
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too? Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn—
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is to them. He represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered—
Okay. Oh, the close-up Paimon Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve—
Water jet! Wipe out!
into the void!
Go!
Haven't forgotten your training, I hope.
Yeah!
Merciless. Paradigm shift.
The star shall be
Go!
his crown.
Another star goes out.
Go!
You shall beyond this world.
Fearless. Paradigm shift. Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle. Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. Such power. Such...
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How...
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about...
Of course. Might as well. Take advantage. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I trained the sword harder than anyone else. Defeated all of my peers. Over time, my heart hardened. And I became... We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in... Yet, he always wore a... I still remember what he said to me when we...
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my... But somewhere along the way, after his grand endeavor was successful...
This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent.
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get...
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will...
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of...
Disciple?
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to fight this. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies.
Well...
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow.
Sounds...
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would...
Still self-assured as ever.
I'll be leaving then. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little...
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal. Already...
Your heart? That sounds like torture!
Because, of course,
So, you used the curse to turn your... Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body, but that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it. Work...
You're right. I should have known better, but... I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together.
After the beating we just...
Sertologi's disciple. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist. Using despair and fear, we're like mountain climbers in the dark.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master...
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must... First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, it was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't... You're right. That battle brought...
Exactly. I think map one where his opponent forces him to use all his strength. Unlock the after which, all can come to an end. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He had...
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is... What a battle that would be.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through... I won't be able to hold on to... Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse.
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your the impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. I have faith that if we are climbers in the dark,
I will reach the top of this mountain, and you, Skofnunger, will be...
That's finally over. Let's get out of here. Huh! At least we don't have to make a mad dash for the exit like last time. Once again, we've proved it. Wow, today sure went by fast. It's night already.
Yes. The power Skofnunger stole has...
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone.
I suppose it's because the false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, it's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. Time marches ever forward. Even the innocent deny, though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty.
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. Ever since we met, he has filled Paimon. If it's too big a job for one person, we've met so many amazing friends.
I suppose when it comes to you, well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. One without war, pain. For this, we must all... Goodbye, traveler. Remember your train...
Bye! Is it just Paimon? Or is she being... Hey! What do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey.